Hello, this is Time, Speed and Distance lesson 5. In this I will discuss about boats and stream. Suppose that you are sitting on a boat and your boat speed is x kilometer per hour in still water. Still water means that lake or pond. If you travel in your boat in a lake or a pond, boat speed will be x kilometer per hour. That's I'm assuming that. But if you travel with this speed on this boat in a river, then the situation will be different, because in river the water or the stream also flows. Let's say I'm making a diagram of a river. This is the river I'm making. Here the stream or water, your stream, or you can say the water, is flowing this way at a speed of y kilometer per hour. That is the speed of stream, or you can say that speed of water. Now if this boat will float in the same direction as the direction of stream. This is the boat and boat speed was x kilometer per hour. Boat speed was x kilometer per hour. Now this is called as downstream. Downstream. Downstream means that you are moving in the direction of water or stream. Your effective speed would be how much? That is called a downstream speed. Speed would be how much? Effective speed, downstream speed would be how much? X plus y kilometer per hour, because x is your boat speed plus water is also assisting you. So effective speed would be how much? X plus y kilometer per hour. What about log? Log means a piece of wood. If piece of wood will flow in this water, let's say I'm making this piece of wood. This piece of wood, if float, this is called as log, L-O-G, log. If log or a piece of wood will float, in which direction the log will float? First of all, log will float in the direction of water. As log does not have its own speed, the speed of log would be how much? Speed of stream, that is y kilometer per hour. If a piece of wood you will left in a river, that piece of wood will float or will flow with the speed of stream, whatever be the speed of stream. In this case it's y, so our log or piece of wood will float with the speed of y kilometer per hour. If boat speed becomes 0, boat speed is 0, then the boat will also float. Then the boat will also float with y kilometer per hour. That is with the speed of stream. Next is upstream. Upstream movement. Let's say this is a river. River is there. Stream, or you can say that water is flowing in this direction at a speed of y kilometer per hour. That is the speed of stream. Water is moving in this direction. Now what if the boat travels opposite or against the stream? Now in this case the boat, this is your boat, this boat is traveling at this direction at a speed of x kilometer per hour. Now boat is moving against the stream. Boat movement is against the stream. Against the stream. This movement is called as upstream. This movement is called as upstream. If a person or a boat moves against the flow of water, this movement is called as upstream. What will the upstream speed? Upstream speed would be upstream speed, this would be x minus y. Then only you will able to move against the water. Your speed must be higher than the speed of stream. So upstream speed would be x minus y kilometer per hour. Why so? Because you are moving against the stream with the speed of x, your boat, but water is pushing you back with the speed of y. So effective speed would be x minus y. If your speed is less than y, then you will not be able to move the in a forward way, the way you want to move. So upstream speed would be x minus y kilometer per hour. That was the basics of downstream and upstream. Downstream means that you are moving along the direction of water. Your speed would be x plus y, that is speed of your boat plus speed of stream. If you are moving against the stream, as in the second case, your speed will be, effective speed would be x minus y kilometer per hour. Let's solve some question on the basis of this. So my first question is, a man can row upstream. Upstream is against the stream at a 9 km per hour, downstream at a speed of 15 km per hour. So speed upstream is given to you, speed upstream. Upstream speed is x minus y, where x is the speed of boat, y is the speed of stream. X minus y, this is 9 km per hour. Speed downstream. Downstream means that you are moving along the stream. Your speed will be more, x plus y. This is 15 km per hour. What is the speed of stream? Add this, you will get 2x is equals to 24 km per hour. X is 12 km per hour. X is 12, so definitely your y would be 3 km per hour. So speed of stream is 3 km per hour. That is option number 2. Next question is, a boat travels 60 km upstream in 5 hours. Now we can calculate the speed upstream. What is the speed upstream? Speed is distance upon time. Distance is covering upstream, distance upstream, time upstream. Distance upstream we are covering 60 km in a time 5 hours. So upstream speed would be 12 km per hour. Downstream speed, downstream we are covering 90 km. 90 km we are covering. So time is speed is distance upon time. Distance downstream upon time downstream. 90 km you are covering in a time 6 hours. So effective speed is 15 km per hour. We need to find the speed of boat in still water, that is x, and speed of stream. So let's say speed of boat, I'm just writing here, speed of boat in still water was, let's say, x km per hour. Speed of stream, the rate at which water is flowing, I'm assuming this is y km per hour. So upstream speed, that would be x minus y. You are moving against the stream. This is 12. Downstream speed, x plus y. You are moving along the stream. This is, we calculated 15 km per hour. This is 12 km per hour. Add these two equations, you get 2x is equals to 27 km per hour. Your x would be 13.5 km per hour. It means that speed of boat was 13.5 km per hour. Solving this, you will get y as 1.5 km per hour. So these questions are easy, although, but still we must know how to solve this question in least possible time. In exams, you don't need to write that much. I am writing just in order to explain to you. In exam, how I will solve: upstream speed would be 60 by 512, downstream speed would be 15. Adding this, you will get 27 is equals to x, x would be 13.5. Objective is only to solve this question in less than 30 seconds. Question 3 is, a man can row 24 km per hour in still water. It takes him thrice as long to row upstream a certain distance, distance is not given, as to row the same distance downstream. Find the speed of the stream. Now this question I will solve in two ways. First with the help of concept, then with the help of options. Let me make diagram. Here I will solve with the help of concept. Here I solve with the help of options. With the concept speed of man is given to you, speed of man is 24 kilometer per hour. Speed of stream is not given to you, speed of stream, that is what you need to calculate, so it is y kilometer per hour. Now question says that time upstream, time is upstream would be how much? Distance upstream upon speed upstream. Time is distance upon speed. Distance, let's say d distance, we are moving upstream. What is the speed upstream? Speed would be 24 minus y. Time downstream, time is distance downstream upon speed downstream. Distance is d because we are covering the same distance. Speed would be 24 plus y because you are moving along the stream. Now this is given to you that time upstream is equals to 3 times time downstream. This is given to you. Time upstream is 3 times. So can I say d upon 24 minus y would be equals to 3 times d upon 24 plus y. Solving this you will get y is equals to 12 kilometer per hour. If you cross multiply, first d and d will get cancelled out. If you cross multiply, then you will get y as 12 kilometer per hour. I hope you can solve. Now this way it may take, let's say, 30-40 seconds to solve this question in exam. 30-40 seconds to solve this question in exam. But I told you, you need to learn how to solve the question in least possible time using concept, option, logic or assumption. In this case, I will apply option plus assumption. Option plus assumption, and that is what you need to learn. With the help of options and assumption, I can solve this question in 10 to 20 seconds. That's all. Now let's see how. First thing you need to understand that d is getting cancelled. Very important thing here to understand is that d will not impact your answer. This d, distance will get cancelled out in the final equation if you solve with the help of concept. So distance we will take as per our convenience. Whatever be the value of d, the answer will still be the same. So we will assume d as per our convenience. So first, how I will solve in the exam with the help of options, I am telling you. So first option I will take 8. So speed upstream, speed downstream as d. Distance I will assume time upstream, time downstream. You don't need to write that much in exam. I am just writing in order to explain you. Now first option I will take, if I am taking first option as 8 km per hour. Now speed upstream would be 24 minus 8, 16 km per hour. You need to be very fast in calculation in order to solve the question with the help of options. 24 minus 8, 16 km per hour will be upstream speed. Downstream speed would be 24 plus 8, 32 km per hour. Now what distance I can assume? Distance I will assume which is a multiple of 16 as well as 32. Distance I will assume that 32 km. Now time upstream would be how much? Time is distance upon speed. You will travel 32 with a speed of 16. Time would be 2 hours. Time downstream would be how much? You will travel 32 km with a speed of 32. Time would be 1 hour. Now what was the question? Question says that time upstream is 3 times the time downstream. So this condition does not satisfy. This is not our answer. First option is not our answer. This is cross. Second option, try 12. 12 if the speed of stream, speed upstream would be 24 minus 12, 12. Speed downstream would be 36, 24 plus 12, 36 km per hour. This is 12 km per hour, 36 km per hour. Distance, what distance I should assume? Distance simply I will assume multiple of 12 and 36. That is 36 km. What will be time upstream? Time is distance upon speed. You will travel 36 km with a speed of 12. Time would be 3 hours. Downstream time 36 km with a speed of 36, 1 hour. This time upstream is 3 times the time downstream, and that is your answer. You don't need to check the further options. A boat can travel 24 km per hour in still water. That is the speed of boat is given to you. It traveled 180 km upstream in a river and came back same distance downstream, taking total time of 16 hours. We need to find the rate at which stream flows. Now We have given that time upstream plus time downstream, total time is 16 hours. 16 hours. Now what is time? Time is distance upstream upon speed upstream, distance downstream, speed downstream. This total must be equals to 16 hours. Distance upstream, distance is same in both the case, 180 kilometer. Upstream speed would be, let the speed of stream, I'm assuming here, speed of stream, this writing, speed of stream is, let's say, y kilometer per hour. So upstream speed would be, your speed is 24 kilometer per hour given to you, upstream would be 24 minus y plus 180 kilometer, 24 plus y. This must be equals to 16 hours. Now, if you try to solve with the help of quadratic equation, it will take a long time. You don't need to solve this question with the help of quadratic equation. One way is that you should start putting option here. That is what you need to learn. You should start putting option here. First value, I should try y as 4. If y is equals to 4, first option I am trying. If y is 4, so 180 upon 24 minus 4, 20. 9 hours will be here, plus 24 plus 4, 28. 180 by 28 fraction. So this will not be equals to 16 hours. Second option I will try 5. If y is 5, you can simply see that 24 minus 5, 180 by 19, 180 by 29. This will not be equals to 16. Third option I will try. I am solving with the help of options. 6. If y is equals to 6, this will becomes 180 upon 24 minus 6, 18. 180 by 18 plus 180 by 30. This is 10 plus 6, 16 hours. This is my answer. In exam, I will simply write this only equation. No need to write this much in exam. You don't need to write that in exam. No need to write. No write in this exam. This is what you don't need to write. Only you need to write this only equation. And then put the value of y, you get the final answer. This won't take more than 30 seconds to answer this question. Very important. I'm again telling you, you don't need to write this much in exam. I'm just writing in order to explain you. If you will practice concept, only write this equation. Only write this equation, 180 upon 24 minus y, 180 upon 24 plus y equals 16. Put the option where the answer will be 16. That will be your value of y. Question 5 is, a boat takes 6 hours less to travel 187 km downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. Now by common sense, time upstream would be more than the time downstream, because downstream speed is more, we will travel faster, time will be less. Now question is, the gap between time upstream and time downstream is 6 hours. So time upstream will be more minus time downstream. This gap is given to us 6 hours. Now what is time? You are traveling, time is distance upon speed. You are traveling 187 km distance with the speed upstream. Let's say speed of stream is y, so upstream would be 14 minus y, because 14 is given as speed of boat in still water. This is 187 km downstream, speed would be 14 plus y. This should be 6. Now only thing that you need to write in exam is this. Only write in exam. Now no need to solve the quadratic equation. You are given the values of y, you can simply put the value of y. Now y value is 1. If y value is 1, you can see that 187 upon 13. Now 13 is not completely divisible. Leave this option. At least once. We will first check where the numbers are completely divisible. Put y is equals to 2. You will get 187 upon 12. 187 is not completely divisible by 12. Put y is equals to 3. Here knowing the table is also very important. Y is equals to 3. This will become 11. 14 minus y will become 11. This complete value will become 11. This complete value will become 17. Now 187 by 11. 187 is completely divisible by 11. So this is 17 hours. This is 187 by 17. This is 11 hours. So gap is 6 hours, and that is our answer. So in this way, y is equal to 3 km per hour will be my final answer. The objective of discussing this question was that you can solve this question in exam in less than 30 seconds. Only write this equation, then put the value of y. And that is what is required in order to achieve success in competition. You can solve the question with the help of concept, option, logic, assumption. Where to apply which concept, that you will learn by practice and learning. In next lesson, I will continue with more questions on boards and stream, and that will be a bit difficult than these questions, but still you must solve those questions also. Thank you.